Howdy folks, sorry, been a while. Things are going mad over here. Anyway, so I thought I'd talk to you a little bit about the rental market since the verdict is in. We have to be out by the end of June. They're starting demolition of the house on the 1st of July. So it's going to be a sad day, I tell you that. But anyway, so we've been looking around for properties to rent over the past few weeks. We go to 2-3 showings every weekend, 3-4 showings, but there's an extreme shortage of rental properties on the North Shore in Vancouver. It is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, we need a 3-bedroom house with at least 2 bathrooms, because with 2 teenagers in the house, you know, it will be really tough otherwise. But it is just, there's literally nothing available under $4,000. I mean, it's nuts. We went and had a look at a house last weekend that came in at 3.8, very nice place, close to the school, and it was actually, I mean, that was, I guess, probably in current market conditions, probably about $500-600 under the current going rate for properties like that. So it was beautiful. I was super excited when I found it. So we go out there to go and have a look. The crazy thing is, we had to park like 3 blocks away from the house to walk to the house because there was no parking. So many people were there to look at this house. I mean, it looked like an open house party. There were just people everywhere, and everybody is just pitching this poor landlady. She ran out of application forms. I mean, I was standing there listening to this one lady telling her about the rent I asked for was 3.8. So this one lady was telling her, we're currently paying $4,300, so I'm happy to carry on paying that, and I've got this big international marketing company, and these are my clients, and this is my daughter, and you know, we'll pay, we'll get a garden service to come in and do the garden, and we will pay this and we will pay that. And she was just like piling it on. It was a literal bidding war. I mean, we were standing there going, oh, any which way. We didn't get that one. We also applied, we tried, but it didn't happen because obviously, like I said, there was a bidding war. And then you've got all these other places like that Park Royale apartment. I mean, $4,100 the previous video for that apartment. When we looked at it the first time, we were like, whew, that's rough. Now I'm actually going, shit, we should have taken it because it is absolutely crazy. I just, the properties we're looking at, this morning we had a look at a property because we were like, okay, maybe we can't do the North Shore. We need to move out further. So we went across the bridge on the other side towards, don't know what the area is called. It's actually just kind of on the other side of East Vancouver, not a very like awesome area. And we went and looked at this property. It's kind of an apartment, like 3 or 4 apartments on top of each other. Not huge, fairly newish, on the corner of 2 very busy streets, no parking, you park in the street, and that was going at $4,500 a month. It is just absolutely nuts. We're just putting in an application now. We looked at a house up in West Van, which is close to the school, which is it's significantly older, okay, which I think it gives us a little bit of a chance because we're okay with it. I mean, right now we just need a place to stay, a place to go to at the end of June where we can all fit in, you know. We had to start thinking what was more important, because we looked at some apartments, but it's like, oh man, $3,800 for a 3-bedroom apartment that's 900 or 1,000 square feet. It is tiny. There's no space, and you know, it'll be tough for the 4 of us, and me working from home, and Belinda working from home half week. You know, that's tough. If that is where we have to go, though, that would be, because I mean, at the end of the day, that's it. Shit, I've actually been considering, I've been looking at 2 bedrooms and thinking, well, maybe if we can get 2 bedrooms in the same complex, or a 2-bedroom and a 1-bedroom, we can at least have the kids in the same building and have them in one and us. That might actually solve a few other problems, like the dirty dishes and stuff that's always in their room. Maybe they can look after themselves. But yeah, that's where we are. We're putting an offer in on this. There's 2 properties we're putting an offer in on now. That one over there, it's a very old house, you know. I don't know how me and Belinda are going to shower together because the shower is only this big. It's only got 1 shower and 1 little bath. But I guess it gives us a bit of a chance there because because it's such an old house, but it's in a newish neighborhood, and I think they're planning on demolishing it again in a year or so. So, you know, I don't think there's too many people rushing for that one. And then there's another one that we had a look at up there in British Properties, right up on the mountain. Beautiful place. Also older, but, you know, still nice, older. But that's just the top floor of a house. So there's two people living in the little apartment at the bottom. So you're sharing the house literally with two other people that just live on the ground floor. And you know, they got a separate entrance. We got a separate entrance. So we're not sharing anything, but that is what it is. And that's at $4,500 a month. I mean, it's got a stunning view because it's right up at the top of the mountain, but it's quite far from the buses and everything. So yeah, not easy at the moment. And I think it's got a lot to do with the house prices. You know, houses are so expensive that people can't purchase property, so everybody's forced to rent, and now that's pushing the rental prices through the roof as well. Although I have to say, I've heard, not in western North Vancouver, but in areas in Canada, the house prices have started to decline slightly, purely because obviously with the interest rate and inflation and everything, so there's a little bit of a decline in house prices. Except for here, and I believe in out there to the west side of Vancouver. There's a couple of areas that were still very cheap, so their prices are still increasing. But yeah, I'll keep you updated. This is going to be very, very interesting, trying to find a place. Let's hope the right one comes along. Cheers, have a good one.